This is Sean Sewell with Engearment.com up in the mountains of Colorado doing a little winter camping. We had the newly released Sea to Summit Boab 30 degrees Fahrenheit synthetic insulation bag. Now, we used it last night in our rooftop tent in conjunction with two other sleeping bags to stay warm well below freezing temperatures. But this bag has been nice because we had condensation in there because we had so much snow that this was actually a very, very helpful sleeping bag. In this review, I'll go over the features, functionality, price point, and all that on this newly released Sea to Summit sleeping bag. So let's get into it. First and foremost, this is a synthetic insulation sleeping bag that has panels of their very nice Revive Loft insulation. There's not clusters of polyfill. What this is going to be good for is for people who are going to use a bag back-to-back days, people in van life, live in the back of a truck during ski season, like we are right now. We're going to go up with a split board in the morning. Here, we were split boarding last night and set this up. It's nice because inside our tent, it's probably 15 to 30 degrees. So I have another quilt in there, and I put this inside the quilt, and I was nice and toasty all night long, despite the fact that it snowed about a foot and a half on top of our tent. And so there is where having synthetic insulation came in handy. I had the tent ported. Usually I have a diesel heater going into our tent, and I forgot to close that port last night. So we had a little bit of snow in the tent, and on this bag right here, it made no difference because the insulation works when it's wet, which is nice. It's also a more robust material than, say, an ultralight down sleeping bag. It has, sometimes they'll use a quantum, protects quantum material, which is very, very nice and shiny and expensive. This is just a nice, robust, soft to the skin, and very importantly, very soft to the skin insulation. It is a mummy style in this regard because of the hood, but it's not mummy in the shape, as you can see. Pull this together a little better so you can see. It's more of a boxy cut, which is very, very appreciated, especially when it's just me or me and my dog sleeping in the bag. I'm not trying to save the most amount of weight. I'm not trying to save the most amount of compressibility. It's just I want to stay warm repeatedly, and lazily I leave it in my rooftop tent. So it's called Revive Loft. There's 2 pounds 2 ounces of it for a total weight of 3 pounds and 7 ounces. Their size long. Comfort rated down to 36, lower limit of 30, which is why I included it in the sleeping system. I did not rely on this to keep me warm at 30 degrees Fahrenheit. I think that is pushing it for most bags, and I think most people should know that. So especially when I have such a nice, robust rooftop tent, I have plenty of space to share. So I just keep a quilt or two quilts in there, a sleeping pad on top of the 2-inch factory foam pad, and then I use something like this to really top it off. And of course, get out, use restroom middle of the night. You don't want to keep fluids on your person or in your body. That'll take a lot of energy to keep warm. So little tidbits of stuff like that. But as it is snowing, you can see it beating up on the material of this fabric. Nice big snowflakes. Whoa. They say no two are the same, I would agree. So I'm going to get this review wrapped up and get my split board out and go tour up there. You can see where we're going to go up there. It's going to be really, really pretty. We got here last night and it was mild temperatures. Got a nice tour in. But now that it snowed so much overnight, it's very low angle terrain, and I've already done a report for today. So we're just going to keep it easy in the trees. But yeah, this bag helped me have a great night of sleep. Price point's very, very fair. So if you're in the market for a synthetic sleeping bag that's not restrictive, that's not hugely bulky, just effective, durable, easy to use, compact's pretty small, real fair price point, then the Sea to Summit Boab should be on your list. I believe there'll be two varieties, a 15 and a 30. In the future, I'd get the 15, but they don't have it for sample yet. So I used the 30, again, in conjunction with other sleeping bags and quilts to stay nice and toasty and warm. Here it is, and that's where I used it, up here in our rooftop tent. So, it's good stuff. I'll put a link below when it comes out to purchase. I'm Sean Sewell with Engearment.com. Hope you found it helpful. If you did, thumbs up, you appreciate it. Want to see more overland winter camping gear, consider subscribing to our Engearment YouTube channel. Link right there. Until next time, take care.